Welcome to this DaVinci Resolve Fusion node breakdown. Today's node is the sBSpline node. So we're going to jump into Fusion and we're going to bring in an sBSpline. So shift space sBSpline, and there we go. And again, this shape B-spline is almost identical to our little B-spline that we've gone over already with a few differences. And our main one being our style that we can control here. And if you remember right, our shape nodes here cannot be used as masks, where our B-splines can be used as masks. So let's go ahead and delete that. Now the sBSpline is pretty much identical to the sPolygon tool, other than the fact that instead of using Bezier curves, this uses B-splines. So in order to see what's happening, we needed sRender. Let's bring that in and see what we've got. So if we click, we can create a B-spline. And if you remember, the difference between a B-spline is we have these controls here, whereas a polygon uses Bezier curves, so it gives us two independent handles to adjust our curves. Whereas the B-spline, we just have one point that adjusts the curves around it. So that is the only difference between the sBSpline and the sPolygon. And again, on the sBSpline, we have all the same tools we have on the other nodes. And over here, we can adjust our border width. Again, our border style. We can change the length. We can change the position. We can offset on the X and the Y. And our Z space, if we need to add that Z depth. We can change the size, rotate on the X, the Y, and the Z. And again, for our fill method, if we need to change our fill method, we can change it here from alternate to non-zero, which will help any clipping that happens when we have complex shapes with our little points crossing over each other. And then on our style, we have the same options for our style with our color, in addition to independent red, green, blue channels, and our alpha, and our opacity. Now, I didn't cover this the other day on the other node. Now, the difference between our alpha and opacity, obviously, our opacity is going to change the opacity. Whereas if I'm changing my alpha, you notice there's nothing happening on my alpha. But if I actually go look at my alpha channel, this is the alpha channel that is being exported out of here. And I can change the opacity of my alpha channel. So if you notice, with both of them, we can change that alpha opacity of overall. But I can completely change without my opacity right here being affected. I can change the opacity of my alpha independently, or completely shut it off. So that's the difference between your alpha and your opacity. Your opacity is actually affecting the color, where your alpha is just simply affecting the alpha channel that is being exported out, and your opacity is affecting the alpha channel and the color. See, alpha and color, just the alpha. So that's the difference between alpha and opacity. So that is the sBSpline. I will see you in the next node breakdown.